Hmm. Take Blade Juggler. I don't I don't think you could sincerely cast this in limited, though the fact that it's here makes me really want to try. I can't do it. Guess I'm going Orzhov this time. I was planning on just kind of trying to draft Rakdos again, but I'm getting really good Orzhov cards in this draft. Yeah! Awesome, Grandma. She's back. Give my opponents a whooping with that cane. This is honestly one of my favorite cards of the set. I like... That's true. I have actually, like... I have gone undefeated more often with Orzhov than any other draft strategy. Okay. Pack 2. Precognitive perception doesn't really... So the pick here is either Orator, Syndicate Messenger, or Skewer the Critics. And I feel like I want Skewer the Critics, because Lightning Bolt's a good card. But I'm gonna draft with the stipulation of I'm gonna pick every ill-gotten inheritance I can find. Although Bedevil and Skewer are great. We're just gonna see if we can make this work. I in no way think this is actually the correct strategy, but it is a strong card. I actually think people would opt against the 1-mana Planeswalker only hate card for something that hits more. No, when you draft in Arena, you do not draft against real people. So you draft against bots, and the bots sometimes will give you funny decks. Like the other day, I went undefeated with a deck that got 5 Skewer the Critics and was also a really high tempo aggro deck. It was actually really crazy. Pick another Grandma. She's really good. I guess we put Drill Bit in the side. Don't know that we actually are playing it. Same with... Let's take Dead Revels. Guildgate. Rudian. Locket that we're not going to play. Sorrows that we're probably not going to play. And a Humongulous. Alright. If we had green, I would definitely go for Rhythm of the Wild. We do not. I'm going to pick Bring to Trial. That seems like a pretty decent removal. A Grotesque Demise is one of the best removal spells in the format, but I think I want Skewer the Critics. Syndicate Guildmage is good. Ill-Gotten Inheritance number 5. We're just trying to go as long as possible, I think. So at this point, I'm going to pick anything that's going to, like, delay the game. Did that give me the right card? Okay, it did. That was very strange. Only crap you pick fast. Or holy crap I pick fast. I'm getting to the point where I kind of understand what I'm going for. And before all inheritance online at least once. Probably not. Probably around the time you're casting the third one, your opponent is either killing you or conceding. I guess we'll take the Fat Thrall. Thirsting Shade seems okay. Nolan's side, I guess. Rakdos Locket, we might need. Empire's good. Bankrupt in Blood, probably just. Fat Thrall. It's so tubby. It's literally like a balloon full of fat. Butter. Okay, we have 45 cards. We have to cut 5. At this point, it's probably not even worth running red, despite the fact that Rakdos, Roustabout, and Skewer the Critics are good cards. Let's see. We have a lot of creatures, which is good. We have five ill-gotten inheritance. For the meme! Bet it's full of vile crap I would never want to watch leak out. I think it has to do with the souls. Yeah. Probably like some kind of black sludge. Gotta cut 2 cards. 2 cards. And we're not cutting ill-gotten inheritance, because we're gonna see this meme to the end. I'm gonna cut 10th District Veteran. And I'm gonna cut a Thirsting Shade. Right like this. We're gonna play 5 ill-gotten inheritance. We're gonna see how good this card really is. Oh, they do. I didn't leave my mouse over it very long. They show, like, when you hover over something, off to the right of the card that's hovering, there's like a list of mechanics that are listed on the card, and at the bottom, in italics, is the flavor text. But when it's in battle, you have to, like, you see, like, over there, you have to actually right-click on it to see it. We'll keep this hand. Kind of slow, but hopefully we don't just get tempoed out. Start Guildgate. Opponent plays a Wall of Lost Thoughts. Mills a cat and a fat thrall. Play a plains, pass the turn. Oh my god. Are we just gonna get wall milled to death? Well, our opponent is milling a ton of lands, which is good because we don't want to draw any of them. Best card, goddammit. Debatable. Opponent plays an Azorius Locket. Alright, well, rather than do the good thing, which is play a creature, we're going to play Ill-Gotten Inheritance. No, but it can preemptively get rid of them, Jad. So, opponent plays an Azorius Knight Arbiter. We ping him for 1. I think we're just going to play as many cards in our hand as we can get out. This also gains us life. Ping him to death with 4? Hopefully, yes. I like the art and flavor of Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Mainly because I like taxing people to death. That kind of person. Opponent plays a Senate Guild Mage. Gets in for 2, can't be blocked. In for 1. Play a Swamp. Play Syndicate Messenger to play around Quench. But not Thought Collapse. And opponent has a ton of mill, but still is like only milling lands, which is really good. That's the turn. We only have 16 cards left in our deck. The wall sits there as a 0/4, so no. Just mills. Slimebind. Can't believe it. The one time we pick the not aggro deck and we lose to the deck that preys on the slow deck. Okay, I'm going to play Grasping Scroll this time as much as I want to play Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Simply because we do need some threats in the air. Inheritance is what will save me. We'll see about that. Opponent Chillbringer's the Thrall. Gets in. I mean, it's doing a pretty good job. Play the Thrall. No attacks. Rely on the benefits of capitalism. Okay, opponent does not attack. So we ping him. We draw a land. Play a land. Play Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Number 2. It resolves. Then we attack for 6 in the air. Opponent blocks and blocks. Well, opponent has to mill 13 more cards. Makes me think of the card where the guy is throwing up money. Smothering Tithe. Opponent plays a Senate Griffin. And Scries. You know, the way our opponent started this, playing 2 Walls of Lost Thought, I honestly thought they were just gonna, like, have drafted mono walls. At which point we'd be really sad. Play Syndicate Messenger. Gain a life. Pass the turn. Pretty soon we'll be able to crack Ill-Gotten Inheritance to, drain our opponent for 4. I'm better than Google. So fun fact, I occasionally have gone drinking with friends, and even when I am blackout drunk, like almost incapable of human speech verbalization, I have had them say like, "Hey, Kano, what is the name of that one card from Innistrad that or maybe it was Dark Ascent. No, it was Avacyn Restored. What is the name of that card from Avacyn Restored that lets you sacrifice all your creatures?" And I was like, "Killing Wave?" And they were like, "How the hell does he do that? No other part of his brain is functioning, but he knows." So, kind of fun, actually. Another Senate Griffin. Well, our opponent is dead on our upkeep. Thanks, Jad, for the idea. We're memeing really hard right now. Need to rewatch this VOD to see how much work Ill-Gotten Inheritance has done. It's not Ill-Gotten Gains. Ill-Gotten Gains is a different card, and I keep saying Ill-Gotten Gains. But Ill-Gotten Gains is a very different card. No worries, bro. Yeah, I think when I go back to re-edit this particular VOD, I might do a I might do like a video depending on how well we do, where I just edit and see how much damage Ill-Gotten Gains will do. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that. Not want to do. Opponent can gain 2. That's fine. The gains. Actually, they're dead. We just crack Ill-Gotten Gains on their end step, and then crack the other one on our upkeep. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Gains! Alright. I keep doing it, too. Like, I literally just said I need to stop doing it, and I keep calling it Ill-Gotten Gains. We get a card. Immolation Shaman. And Thumbnail. Gains! Gotta get him with all kinds of gains! Oh yeah, this is keepable. Start Orzhov Guildgate, pass the turn. Don't forget the red circle on the muscle, and the arrows, and then the Doritos and Mountain Dew. 420 no scope, kaleidoscope the screen. I wish my editing skill was that good. I can't edit even that good for the meme. The best card in draft, not even clickbait. Get on my level. Randy Savage cameo talking about his Slim Jims. That's the one. This weightlifting jock idiot is crushing nerds in other Ravnica Allegiance drafts with this one simple trick. Judges hate him. I'm gonna make that the video description. Oh yeah, no, we'll just tax our opponent to death now. Oh man. Wish that it was a mechanic or a rule that a -1/-1 attacking would give life. Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Like if negative numbers weren't rounded to 0 in other calculations. Oh, another ill-gotten inheritance off the top, please. Oh. We'll play Twilight Panther, play Syndicate Messenger. Pass the turn. No attacks. Or like add toughness onto whatever it hits. Yeah, we'll block the Chillbringer. Get a token. What did the turns player say to the burn player? I don't know, but Turn and Burn is a card that I'm remembering from original Ravnica that was super hyped. This isn't going to turn out well. Oh gosh. Cool. Going through my liked videos on YouTube a few days ago, and there was Travis Wu videos. Totally forgot about him. I don't remember what happened to him, but I think he got banned or something. Opponent elects to take the 3 and is now dead on our upkeep unless they gain life. Opponent says GG. Ill-gotten inheritance! Taxing opponents to death. His videos would constantly show up and recommended at one point. Well, he used to brew a lot of jank, and like he got, correct me if I'm wrong, but he got famous for brewing the original Living End deck. I think he was the guy that figured out that it was a thing. Which, you know, props. It's good to have a deck go viral and then continue to be a deck, like long after you brew it. And he's done some other interesting brews across his, like, I guess, career as a Magic player and content producer. The other one that I remember was the Endless Obedience Convoke Reanimator deck, where it was modern Oopsal spells, but it relied on playing Lotus Blooms and stuff like that. He was originally named Travis Blue, but then he made Glittering Omniwish. I did not know that. Also, Glittering Omniwish sounds like an amazing deck. I've never actually heard of that. Which you would think, considering my enjoyment of Glittering Wish and Omniscience. Omniscience is literally one of my... It's fun, but overtly complicated. Can't be as bad as the decks I come up with. Hey, Ill-Gotten Inheritance resolved. Through the Quench mana. Oh, now I understand. This is a, hey Kano, you should totally brew that deck request. Alright, I will consider it. I mean, I actually played. I got to play. I did not build, but I got to play Omnidor Thragfire when it was in Standard, which was awesome. Opponent has their own Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Which we will largely make irrelevant very fast. Sent you the glittering list. Seba on the Discord played it for fun. Oh, that sounds great. Seba's a really good player. You guys played it for fun. I'm interested. I was interested regardless, but thank you, Phoenix. I will take a look, and I will see if I can do anything nasty with it. All right, Ill-Gotten Inheritance carrying us to victory. We are now in Silver Tier 1 because of Ill-Gotten Inheritance. We got an Adeliz, the Cinderwind, and a pack. Oh, we've gone undefeated with this. Is this the secret? Draft a decent Orzhov deck with as many Ill-Gotten Inheritance as possible? No, we got both colors of mana. I'm going to keep this. Start planes, pass the turn. Awesome. You're doing God's work, Phoenix. Put plays a Rakdos Guildgate. We'll play an Orzhov Guildgate because we don't have a 2-drop. Our opponent is gold. They have a Fireblade Artist. Gets in for 2. Yeah. Play a Swamp, play Vizcapa Vampire. Just remembered, need to figure out a Teamer Breach list. Alright. Alright. Sounds good. Did you ever... I forget. Did you send me the Scape Shift list? Or were you working on one at one point? Speaking of, I had an idea the other day. I can't remember... I can't remember where it came from, but I saw somewhere that somebody had been playing Scape Shift with Amulet to like get 12 Tron lands basically to generate a crap load of colorless mana. And I really kind of want to do that. Didn't know if you want to... Oh, right. Now I remember. Wonder how good a brewer's brain works. Good memory helps for sure. Yeah. I think I've got a memory for like weird trivia about stuff that I really enjoy. So like having a good memory for magic related stuff is really good. Okay, we'll play Grasping Throw. Drain our opponent. I actually think I'm going to try and double block this Rubble Belt Recluse. Why is this a Recluse? Oh, okay, he's not part of the Gruul. That's why. Find a card that you like, see what relates, and try and break it. Yeah, but having a memory for a bunch of the cards in the weirder sets, like Future Sight, being able to remember that things like fortifications, equipment for lands exist, things like that really do help. If unsuccessful, repeat until done. That's fair. I actually did, I pre-recorded a video, but I did it in the wrong order. I built a deck that I really enjoyed, did a deck tech, played like 5 matches, didn't win a single game, and it's still sitting on my hard drive because I can't decide if I want to post it or not. And I'm leaning towards not post it because the deck is just awful. Well, we are definitely coming back. We're lucky we were holding so many lands for that Carnage. What usually happens, Phoenix, is then I find another card while looking at that card, and it takes a back seat because it's distracted. I actually had that problem for a while. I understand. I understand that one. These Vizkopa vampires really do hard work when they're trading combat math. I still have that problem. My other problem is Moto like has incorrectly implemented half the cards I want to brew with. Like Zer's Weirding and Commandeer still don't work. Most of the time, top 10 cards of Standard are just too good to even beat. Well, Standard Brewing is like its own animal. Opponent only has 2 untapped mana. We're just gonna take the 5. We're gonna use Vizkopa Vampire offensively if they give us the opportunity. I don't think our opponent thought that was gonna happen. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect! Flawless victory! Okay, opponent has to kill us this turn or gain life. You don't often need a deck that makes sense in Standard. Just put all the good cards together and you win. Welcome to the 4th player psychographic. You have Timmy, Johnny, and Spike, but you also have Jaff. Jund all formats. That's the Jund mindset of playing the game. All right. Ill-Gotten Inheritance for the victory. The limited card pool rarely makes a brewer's paradise. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm the Jaff, or however you spell it, of turns. It can still be the most creative. There's never any new decks in other formats. That's fair. Well, we're still undefeated with this deck, and Ill-Gotten Inheritance showed up to, like, clinch the victory. So... I might try this again. Just stipulation, draft all of whatever good card shows up at common. Oh my gosh. Awesome Grandma shows up. Right on time. Opponent plays an island. Passes. We play a swamp. Get in for 2. If they've got the fairy, then we're going to get a little blown out. But they don't. Play Grudian. Opponent has Growth Spiral. There's always new decks in other formats, but people give up on them, and the number of people playing it isn't a representation of its power. A lot of times you can find good brews in the top 30 events. You are absolutely correct, Phoenix. That's like one of my all-time favorite decks, Ad Nauseam. When I was playing Ad Nauseam heavily, when it was good in the metagame, I had a win percentage of 59.5% across like 1,500 games. So 500 matches. I kept a spreadsheet of it a long time ago. I'll have to see if I can find it. But, like, the deck was crazy good. And it just... like, nobody played it. I was one of the only people that played it. And because it wasn't really understood widely, when you have a lot of new players entering a format like Modern, the deck is, like, crazy powerful. When people don't understand how Angel's Grace and Phyrexian Unlife and stuff like that interact. So yeah, no, I agree. A lot of some of the more fringe combo is, and a lot of the more fringe decks, not just combo, is really strong. All right, I should probably be paying attention to the game that I'm playing. Phoenix just touched on one of my favorite things to talk about. Top 8s aren't actually the best decks like people say. They're usually the most populated and have the biggest chance of someone getting into the top 8 with it. That's fair. Sometimes you'll have top 8s where people make awesome meta choices, and those are fun to watch. We're going to play Grasping Throw. If we block here, we take 10. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a pump spell. The top 8 is people who fake shuffling. And their opponent's fault for not catching it. That was one reason why I justified playing Moto all the time, is I hated having to watch to see if people were cheating. It was really annoying. But I don't necessarily believe all people cheat or anything like that, but a lot of people get caught cheating. Oh, did we just die exactly? Alright. Dang. We finally lost, but only barely. Alright, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop removal. Seems like a good hand. When I play in high-level tournaments in paper, like if I go to a GP or a Magic Fest or whatever they're talking about, I will straight up riffle shuffle my opponent's deck. Just like take both halves and shuffle them like they're poker cards. I won't do the bridge because of how much you can risk bending it, but I will riffle shuffle my opponent's deck 4 or 5 times. And some people get pissed at me for doing that because they're worried I'm going to pen their cards, but like, it's easier to prevent them from cheating that way. I hate having to watch zones because you'll have people sneaking fetch lands from their grave into play and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Let's attack. But how do I sleep at night? Riffle shuffling my opponent's decks? It's fair. Oh, no. Okay, sorry, I missed part of the conversation there. Find it odd how people don't have the morale for fair play. People want to be good, and money is involved. On average, people aren't great. Which kind of sucks, but it is a thing. Play an oligarch. That's the turn. Yeah, I want to play this 5-drop, and then I want to draw nothing but ill-gotten inheritance for the next 4 turns. Yeah, that's fair. I agree with both of those. All right. Ill-gotten inheritance. 4 through, or, 2 through 5. I want to just draw them one after the other off the top. Because you get to play 3 games at once. constantly screwing with the other person. Oh, by winning cheaply, you mean? Like with turns, where you Giga Drowse out their permanents and they never actually get a turn? Oh my gosh, the prophecy is coming true! It is as foretold! We are going to get in with this Thrall one time. We might need it to block. Opponent pumps up Immolation Shaman. We're gonna give this Death Touch and double block the Immolation Shaman. Because we have a Bring to Trial for Scavenger. We get a token. Card game, the mental games, and the cheat game, because it's fun to catch cheaters. That's true. There's like kind of a weird moral justice sense you get when you catch somebody cheating that I can see some people enjoying. I mean, I enjoy it too if you catch your opponent in an elaborate cheat and can prove it. But for me, that doesn't happen all that often. I would much rather focus on being the best I can to win the game. Our opponent is most certainly toast. Yeah, that was cool to see that with the spectacle animation from the backside. I think their cheat exploit went unnoticed. It's fair. Tin Street Dodger. We're up to 5 wins. Only 1 loss. Ill-Gotten Inheritance doing the work. Alright, we'll keep this hand. Only played 1 time in a tournament. Last opponent's game didn't matter, and we were both in last place, so the prizes were given out immediately while we played. The opponent opened packs during the game and weren't paying attention. Oh, that's... Oh. It's not fun. Sorry to hear that, Midnight. I actually started streaming because I like being... I play to win, usually. I like playing very competitively. The problem is, sometimes I can be a very sore winner, especially like 4, 5, 6 years ago when I first started playing and was kind of a little bit of a, socially inept robot. I wasn't necessarily the kindest person to be around, but I liked playing online because then my opponent didn't have to see that. I still got to play the game, and occasionally it would turn into an entertaining moment while I streamed. And over time, I've gotten better, and I go and I play and a little more casually now. So I like to think that I've improved. Windmill Slam this Vizcapa Vampire. In for 2. It's the turn. Land, please. Would like to watch my opponent pay tithes. When it plays an Axebane Beast. You're still not drawing lands. No attacks. I just don't like not having human interaction and I can't read people online. That's fair. Because you can occasionally play mind games, especially when you're playing against players who are really, really good at the game. When you're playing against players who are really, really good at the game and you recognize that, oh, if I leave mana open in this way, I can represent that this spell is available. You can actually get them to play around spells that you don't have. Great. Occasionally, that's all you do. All right, that's fair. Liked video of Travis Vu is the one where he talked about the handshake. I don't know which one that is or what that's about. Is it a particular handshake or like the good game handshake? The good game handshake. See, Phoenix. We're just gonna take the 3. Kind of a lost art in Magic. I really, really dislike it when opponents would tell me good game when I got mana screwed on 1 land or 2 lands or didn't cast a spell for 7 turns. Like, and people still do it. That drives me insane. It's like, since I don't like it, I figure other people don't like it, so I try not to say things like good game if I just absolutely crushed them and they had no chance of even playing. I don't say good game. And I don't offer a handshake usually if I win, but if I lose, I will definitely. I'll offer a handshake if I win and it's close. But not if I like just crush somebody. I don't want them to feel like I try to be a nice person. It's sad that sometimes I feel like I have to try, but opponent gets us with the instant speed combat trick there. More of respect of playing with that person. That's fair, but that's not always how it comes out. Also fair. It's good for me to hear perspectives and opinions other than my own. Probably going to need some lands and actual removal spells. Because I think even with 3 inheritance, we're probably not. Unless I can smell them when I'm heading to the table. But it plays a Rubble Belt Recluse. I thankfully have not had to deal with that particular situation very. That was my initial logic of the situation. If I can tell that somebody's pissed off because of the way I won or something that I said, I try not to offend them first. Usually. Unless they're a raging dick, in which case I will absolutely push their button. We would either like a land or a 2-drop here. Your turns player, everybody's pissed at you. That's the next best thing to a land or a 2-drop. But we are very quickly navigating into a game state where we will not be able to come back because we have not drawn lands. Although these ill-gotten inheritance are really, really, really keeping us alive. We're going to 1, so if they have anything, we're dead. Offer them the GG punch to the face. Ancestral bear call, for anyone that knows that comic reference. They got us exactly. Dang. Offer them a book or a magazine as you combo off. Oh, man. I'm really glad I've only played against eggs in paper once. For that very reason. Alright, second loss, but we made it a lot farther. I don't think I can keep this hand. Maybe I can, but without black mana, that's kind of sketchy. Alright, much better. We'll keep. We've got 4 more in the deck. I'm okay scrying 1 to the bottom. You actually bring books and magazines with you when you play? That's interesting. Once again, I have no problems being a dick to somebody that I think has been overtly a dick, like either to me or to somebody that I know, or just in general. But I try to be polite. No wonder they mad. You just need to like play elevator music off your phone now to like double out that that feeling for him. Want to play as a mountain? You'd get DQ'd for that? Oh, that's true. You would. I forget that the policy on electronics and such has changed. It's been a long time since I've played in Paper Magic. Well, enough that electronic devices have been a problem. Read a magazine while playing single-player Magic. Land, please? Oh. Spectacle. Cool. We pretty much got them as long as they have a creature on board next turn. Every one of your good Magic friends' first words to me were "go to hell" or some variant. Oh gosh. I remember one of the first people I played at college. I got exceedingly lucky, like grotesquely lucky, like a miracle determinist blind off the top when it was like the only thing that would save me. And I remember them telling me that they freaked out and kicked their chair across the room. We were in one of like the big common rooms. It was actually quite dramatic. Hey, we made it to gold! Gold 4. Last time I played against Nexus, my opponent said he was stable. Offered me to concede. I told him no. You chose that deck, play him out, and then surfed the web while they played it for 10 minutes. There you go. If your opponent plays a solitaire deck, you have every right to make them play out the combo. In fact, I do that online because time is a resource on Moto. Like, you want to take long turns, you want to do that, that's fine. I have every right to make you play out the game. I don't have to let you sit there and loop Kitchen Finks to gain 8 million life unless you want to go through 4 million iterations of the loop. That's okay. I'll wait. It doesn't make for very good streams, so I try not to do it when I stream. But, like, if I'm playing by myself, absolutely will. Because that's what the clock is there to basically prevent, for people taking excessively long. He was super pissed at the end of the game. He cussed at me and told you were an asshole. Well, that's not very sportsmanlike of him. Also, I think this is the match for all the marbles, I think we're at 6 wins and 2 losses. So whether we win or lose, our league is over. Opponent keeps the 5-drop on top. We'll play a Swamp, play Vizcapa Vampire. Pass the turn. Worst I ever had was at a Star City Games event. Guy liked being an ass, so I milled him and he threw his Jun's Death Shadow list across the floor when I beat him. Really? Dang, son. Get in with both. Because he might not enjoy playing it anymore after that. Well, hey, if you can get a player like that to stop playing a deck like that, I think it's good. If the person playing the deck doesn't enjoy it, why are they playing the deck? Whenever I encounter a format where I am like required to play a deck like that, don't play the format. Play a Syndicate Guildmage. Be able to keep this Rubble Belt Recluse tapped for a while. Opponent plays a Mountain. Block with Orbital. Opponent plays a Mammoth Spider. Well, we ping him. Ooh, Consigned to the Pit. Well, let's play Debtor's Transport. Fat Thrall's coming in use. They might actually win us this game, Midnight Pearl. People like winning, they might not like the deck itself. Your most competitive deck on Moto isn't viable? Which one are you talking about, Phoenix? It's a good thing we have Consigned to the Pit for this Wrecking Beast, because we might be in trouble. Hey, Fat Thrall, doing some work here. Get in for 4 while we can. Counters Company? Abzan? Ah, gotcha. Man, our opponent really, really getting the good guys out. Alright, land is super good because it lets us hold up Syndicate tap. Drain our opponent. Tap the Colossus. And opponent scoops it up. Fat Thrall and Ill-Gotten Inheritance coming through for the victory. Path of Discovery. 7 wins. He's a Johnny, and I'm kind of a Johnny, but I'm like a Johnny and Spike mix, because I like to win, and winning is my primary focus. But I will try to win in the weirdest way possible, too, while doing it. I do the weirdest way possible, but as competitively as possible. Alright, well, we have 8 Ravnica packs to open, so let's do it. Lumbering Battlement. The only fair deck you play is Hate Bears? I can't remember the last time I played a truly fair deck. We get Zigana Utopian Speaker. Cinder Vines. Immolation Shaman. Gutter Bones. Font of Agonies. Blue-white deck in Modern I don't feel is unfair. Do you mean Battle of Wits? Or Control? I don't know if Control is necessarily a fair deck. I think it depends on the person defining it. We get a Bedeck Bedazzle. And last pack... Mythic Wildcard. The best of all the wild cards. I guess Battle of Wits is more fair than some, but it does have some instant win combos. Like the Unburial Rights stuff. Unburial Rights shenanigans that it pulls. Alright, well we've made it up to limited gold rank, just playing some ranked draft. That was fun. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'm gonna have to call it quits for now. I have to go and lift the heavy weights. Thank you for showing up, Midnight Pearl, Phoenix, Jod Jenkins. You guys are all great, super fantastic. It's fun to talk to you. I have a great time when I stream when you're here. I hope you guys have a good time too. I do not have to buy more beer. I still have 5 gallons I need to bottle. I'm mildly insulted that you think I have to buy beer. Heart fat throw. It's great, isn't it? Alright, just as a quick reminder, I am not streaming Saturday or Sunday. I might stream tomorrow if I have time, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Anyway. Bye-bye!